All right, how can you get motivated and stay motivated? I hear it a lot. People lack motivation. I'd like to do what you do. I'd like to get in shape. I really want to lose body fat. I really want to build some muscle. I really want to strengthen up my heart and improve my cardiovascular conditioning, my O2 uptake, etc., etc. But I just can't get motivated. I lack motivation. I hear it a lot. I lack motivation. That's the number two reason most people give for not being able to acquire, ascertain, grasp, realize their fucking fitness, aesthetic, appearance, whatever have you, health goals. Lack motivation, can't stay motivated. Where do you find the motivation after all these years, James Tiny Vest? Number one is always the number one excuse, reason, justification, is always I can't find the time. I have absolutely nothing better to do. I have plenty of time. I don't have plenty of time. I just got a bunch of ground tilled out there. I'm planting today. It's hotter than balls outside, which is nice until you're under the sun, wide open out there in that dirt, planting. A lot of shit to plant, all kind of stuff. So, and I got a lot of other shit going on. I can, one thing I don't have is excess amounts of time, excess amounts of life. And neither do you. Neither do you, by the way. I don't have excessive amounts of life remaining. I want to fill my life up with quality, with passion, with enjoyment, with happiness. Yeah, and the physical conditioning part, the shape that I'm in at 62 fucking years of age, believe it or not, never thought I'd get here. You'll get here too one day if you're lucky enough to get here, maybe a lot longer. But what kind of condition are you in? What kind of condition will you be in when you slide into this age? I'm on no prescribed medications, none of that bullshit, for nothing. Oh, sure, yeah, I'm not like blessed, beyond blessed. I'm blessed, but it's not like I'm not above and beyond a superior creature to you or anybody else. We're all the same organism, basically. It's just the life choices that we make and how we prioritize things. And my quality of life is hugely dependent, especially the older I get, with how well I take care of myself, how well I preserve myself, how well I maintain myself. Makes a difference to everything. But it feels so good, and the rest of my life is so much better because of it. That's why I do it. So motivation. First off, let me give you my take on motivation. Motivation can go fuck itself. That basically, motivation, listen, if I got motivation or inspiration, hey, that's all good shit, man. That's all good shit. Who doesn't enjoy that? That's fucking great, man. Get it while you can. Get all you can. Chew on it for a while, Get the warm fuzzies from it. But as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't still be at this 40 years, or maybe more now, just staying in outstanding physical condition and having a ridiculous amount of functionality. I have no fucking pains. When older people say to me, well, you know how it is, I got all these aches and pains, you know how it is. I don't have these aches and pains, man. I don't have them. Anyway. Motivation to me is fleeting, and if all I relied on was motivation and inspiration and the warm, fuzzy feel-goods, I'd have petered out a long time ago. I'd have fizzled out a long time ago. I'd have dried up and blown away a long time ago. Because inspiration, motivation, those are fleeting things. Those are the things that make you feel good, crank you up inside, right? Give you drive, momentum. You build momentum off of them. But then how do you sustain momentum? So to me, motivation is the desire to light the match, to start a fire. But if you want to, you're going to need a really big fire, and you're going to have to tend it consistently, because consistency is the key word supporting the crux of everything in life that you want to be successful at or ascertain or hold on to. Forever. How long is forever? Forever is as long as you have. Whereas motivation is fleeting. Motivation doesn't get you through forever. Motivation will let you down. Motivation will leave you in a clinch. Motivation will give you blue balls. Motivation will leave you high and dry. You know. Motivation and inspiration, man. If I depended on that, I'd already be done. No. Like I said, if you got it, enjoy it. But don't count on that. I don't need to be motivated. I don't need to be inspired. See, motivation will have you doing something because you enjoy it and it feels good and you're motivated, right? You're motivated. That's not really reality for any length of time. Not as a life course. I have discipline. So that's the big hack. That's the fucking life hack right there. Like everybody wants to call things hack, like they're biohacking stuff, these fucking clowns. Like they figured out something new and esoteric about the human organism. They've improved it. What a ridiculous fucking bunch of shit. But we'll call it that because it might give you the warm fuzzies, some of you. So that's the life hack. And that's all there is to it. It isn't anything more complicated. And that changed the way you look at things. Don't look for motivation and inspiration. If it pops up and you can enjoy it, hey, it's just like a quick jack-off session. But don't count on it. You don't need to enjoy something. If you have discipline, you're going to do it anyway. Discipline makes you go and do something or a thing you need to do. It's part of your regimen or that you've included to become part of your regimen, whether you feel like it or not. Well, I don't feel like it. You're a grown fucking man. Ain't you figured out yet? Nobody gives a fuck how you feel. Nobody cares how you feel. You're not a child anymore. Nobody cares. Oh, I got a boo-boo. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a flat-out flying fuck. You know it's the harsh reality of it. You know I'm telling you the truth, man. Who gives a fuck how you feel? Pick that weight up, throw it across your shoulders, and carry it for all the rest of us. We don't care how you feel. That's what you do. You're a fucking workhorse. You're a Clydesdale. That's what you were born and bred into this world and life of labor and suffering and pain to do. To do. But with it comes self-esteem, satisfaction, and an a hugely enhanced quality of life. So you reap the rewards. You do the work, you reap the rewards. So why is Joe Blow in better shape than you? Because he has so much extra time on his hands? Because he's taking some kind of magic fucking elixir? No. Because he's just reaping the reward. Because he puts in the sweat equity. Because he has discipline. He may be able to get by on motivation for a little while. Inspiration for a little while. But that's going to be fleeting. That's going to be up and down. That's going to have highs and lows. And it may just fall off by the wayside somewhere along the way. Like I said, leave you walking with your thumb out. And ain't nobody going to stop and pick you up and drag you along because nobody gives a fuck. There you go. There's the truth of it. So the life hack is, don't look at the things that you need to do as if you need motivation to do them. You do them because you have discipline. You develop discipline. You rely on discipline. Stop this mental masturbation and stop, looking for motivation. Hey, if it pops up, comes along your way, you can enjoy it a little bit. Hey, it tastes good. That's great. Less filling. And it is less filling. Fill yourself up with discipline. Men have discipline. You develop discipline. That'll carry over to a lot of areas. And you know what? You already exercise discipline in a lot of regards, and you just don't really give it a second thought. You just don't give it a second thought. People who have no discipline at all, you might have known one or two of them here and there, they're complete and utterly lost. Lost to oblivion, just drifting aimlessly. So, you have some discipline already. All you got to do is focus it, concentrate it in areas that you want to prosper in. Apply it. Motivation, inspiration, discipline. Discipline. There's the first thing people don't realize is I don't get a hard on to come down here and lift weights after 40 years. I don't get all excited and warm fuzzies about going out and doing wind sprints and just seeing how hard I can make my heart beat and how heavy I can possibly breathe before I pass out. in oxygen deprivation and keep pushing those limits. Yeah, I don't enjoy that. I don't look forward to that. Say, yeah, that's going to be a good time. I do it because it's on my list for the day. It's on the agenda. And I do it because I have discipline. Discipline will never leave you hanging. So that's it. That's it. That's all there is to it. If you just simply can do that, night and day difference, man. Just flip that switch. And remember, it's discipline. Have discipline. Have obedience. Obedience to your needs, to your desires, to your wants. Be obedient to that. And exercise fucking discipline.